ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are having a good day. In this opportunity, me, Adrina Brown from 7A Class Aviation Group will bring you to our experience of making model of ESP from scratch. So there are model of English for pilot, English for aircraft technicians, for air traffic controller, flight attendant, flight operator, ground handling staff. But for now, we only focus on the model of English for pilot, which will be explained by my friends. Alright, let's get into it.
English for specific purposes is a subset of English as a second or foreign language. It usually refers to teaching the English language to universities, students, or people who are already in employment with particular vocabulary and skill they need. English for specific purposes include a courses of English that taught to business people and thus involve a variety of professions that require a certain level of English proficiency in order to perform their job successfully. These include pilots, medical workers, engineers, lawyers, scientists, and those who are working in tourism and hospitality industry. That's all for me. Thank you so much. After this, you will be hear about the second journal. Thank you.
Alright, Nirwan, thank you so much for the time. Well, now I will share about the making of the questionnaires for the respondents or the pilots. First, we try to make the questions on the October 13. We focus on the use of English for pilot. We did 2 times revisions by the lecturer. We needed to change our questions into Bahasa Indonesia and with the open-ended questions. Finally, in 22nd October, we could share our questionnaires to the pilots by using Google Form. Simple but need serious thought. Now, let's move on to the next speaker. Nafila, it's your time.
Thank you so much, Celestiana. So, in my part is about the process how we get the respondents. After we decided to choose pilot as the target job, we start to looking for the respondents. We ask our families, friends, and search in social media. It's not easy, but not really hard to looking for the respondents. We're so glad because there are so many people that help us. On 2nd November 2020, we created the questionnaire by using Google Form. Then, we share it to our respondents through WhatsApp. We're waiting until our respondents fill the questionnaire until 6 November 2020. And glad to see that there were 10 respondents who filled it. Now, let's move on to the next speaker, Sheila Dinda Putri.
Alright, questionnaires and the respondent has been explained, so my part will explain about the result of the need analysis in this journal. It is pictured that English is needed by pilot during the flight. There are 2 skills needed, speaking and listening. These skills help pilot to communicate with others, especially with air traffic controllers. Not only that, but these skills also help pilot to overcome misunderstanding with air traffic controllers and others in obtaining flight information. Therefore, the main topic of this model is about miscommunication. Because miscommunication is very dangerous and it can cause accidents that claim many victims. One of the ways to anticipate it is overcoming miscommunication. So this model is in accordance with the needs required based on the result of the need analysis that has been done. And this model is more focused on listening and speaking. By then, the model will be ready to be created. Let's do the next speaker.
Okay, thank you so much, Hila. So here I am as the last speaker, and I'm going to present English for Pilot module as an example English for Aviation. This module is made based on the guidelines Hutchinson and Waters book that is English for Purposes. In this module, there are several things such as journals that have been explained by the previous presenters. And now I'm going to focus on two of the most important things, namely activity and lesson plan. Here are some activities such as vocabulary activity, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And the first is vocabulary activity. In this activity, students have to be able to describe the plant's position based on the picture by using the verb that usually used by pilot. And then in the second activity of vocabulary is train students to understand words in aviation. And then in the listening task, we decide to make the variety of tasks. We make the dialogue between pilot and ATC when having miscommunication since during the flight, and ask the student to find the core of the problem to build their critical thinking, and the students are asked to choose the correct vocabulary. And for speaking, reading, and writing tasks, we make the task in SI, let the student to explore their answer so they can build their critical thinking and their abilities in explaining or describing something, especially in speaking skill, because they have to be able to describe or explain their position well, for example, when they will take off. And then in practicing their speaking, reading, and writing skill, we give them the cast, so then later they can make decision when they become pilot, since during the flight, the problem faced by pilot regarding miscommunication often occur, and the pilot must be immediately make a decision. In this module, there are lesson plan 1, 2, and 3. In the 3 of the lesson plan, there are several procedures. For example, in the lesson plan 1, there is starter, and lesson plan 2 and 3, there are analogies. Both starter and analogies are to stimulate students to have the idea of the topics. And then there are gathering information, analysis, sharing information, reconstruction, prediction, matching, which are activities to work on worksheet, and last is follow-up, which to let students to perform their worksheet.
Alright, thank you so much for all the speakers who have explained the making of the model from the scratch, and that's really amazing. So, I think this is the end of the video. I will say thank you so much for participants for coming here in this event. I hope you still enjoy this event. Keep healthy, keep safe, stay at home. I'm Adrina Bra. See you.